Hey y'all, hey. I'm gonna let y'all come on in the room. Let them notify you that I'm here first. And then I get started into the message. So today, we're gonna be talking about your winter season requires this. And I'm gonna give you the tips that you can use to help you get through to your winning season, right? Let's see. We going back to the Proverbs today too, y'all. I just got to tell y'all that. We going back to the Proverbs. I don't know why God had me in these Proverbs, but it's a reason. Because, see, everything it works in perfect alignment for the good of those who love the Lord. So we about to get started. I'm just going to pull up the chapter and y'all should basically be in the room in a second. Hold on 1 second. So we can get started. As you come in, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hold on 1 second. All right, cool. So, hey, yes, wow, welcome, welcome in. Good to see you today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want to talk to y'all about your winning season is going to require this. All right, y'all. So we're gonna start off with Proverbs chapter 6, and this is verse 6 to 11. And y'all can read with me if you want to. Want to open up the Bible? You can just listen. All right. So we're going to start off at verse 6. It says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise." So I looked up what an ant does exactly, because we all know what an ant does. An ant stores up, hey, welcome in. The ant stores up for the winter, right? So I looked it up and it said at night they build a temporary nest so that they could sleep. And in the morning, they keep moving the next morning. That's what it said, right? So a slugger, I had to look that up too. The slugger says a person who is lazy, slow moving, and sleepy. Sluggards may also be known for making excuses, postponements, and refusals. They may also have difficulty starting things and lack genuine accomplishments. One who does not prepare. Hey, y'all. So, when we look at this verse again, it says, "Go to the ant." It didn't say go to the sluggard. It's called man. God called y'all a sluggard if you not being an ant in this season. And what an ant does is stores its food up, right? That means it requires strategy. It requires a plan. Of course, we ain't gonna just go out there and just start storing stuff up. But you want to make sure that you have a plan in place. It reminds me so much of the story of Joseph, right? When the story of Joseph, how he was in Potiphar's house. Was it Potiphar's house or yeah? And he was sitting up there storing after the dream, after he had revealed what the dream was, he was storing up food, getting prepared for the famine. The 7 years of goodness, he was preparing for the 7 years of famine. And when you think about an ant, that's exactly what an ant is doing, storing the food up so that they can have food to eat, right? That's you know what? Okay. So it says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider his ways and be wise. It has no commander." A lot of times we want somebody to rule over us. We want people to tell us what to do and how to do it. And we need leadership, right? Why do you need leadership when it says the ant has no commander? There is nobody in charge. Everybody's equal. Everybody out there putting that work in and storing up so that they can have food to eat for their family, themselves, and all of that, right? And they ain't got nobody in charge of them telling them what to do. Just like at a job, how they have a boss that tells somebody what to do versus entrepreneurship where you pretty much gotta Tell yourself what to do, right? But it's saying, go to the ant, you sluggard, consider his ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer, or no ruler. Wow. So it's basically saying take initiative, take action, right? On your own. You have to be self motivated in order to do that, right? How do you know that you self motivated? We'll talk about it in a minute. Or you know if you're self motivated or if you're a sluggard, right? But it says, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. A lot of times we'll store some food up and then we try to eat it. You know how you plant the seeds and then you got to wait till harvest time to pluck it up. No, no, no. We can't be planting seeds out here and then trying to pluck it up before harvest season prematurely, right? So it says, how long will you lie there, you sluggard? So you just gonna keep laying there, not doing nothing, right? And it says, when will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. And poverty will come to you like a bandit, and scarcity like an armed man. One thing we don't want is scarcity. One thing we don't want is poverty, right? We want to get out of that mindset of a poverty mindset and move towards our winning season. We took too many losses so far. It's time to win. This season is going to require you to put the work in. And I'm going to tell you exactly what type of work you should be putting in. But this season of your life is going to require your effort. It's going to require your discipline. It's going to require you to take action on your part, right? So quickly, before we get into the steps that you got to do, that you can use or not use to get to your winning season, what it's going to require, you can go to Proverbs chapter 13 and 4 first, right? So Proverbs 13 and 4, it says, the sluggard craves and gets nothing, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. The sluggard craves and gets nothing, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. So you can always crave and say, I want this, I want that, I want, right? And once you sit up there and say, I want, and you don't take action and do what you're supposed to do, you turn into a sluggard. But when you are diligent, it says, then you are fully satisfied. So fully satisfied means you're lacking nothing, right? Let's see. We're gonna go to the third, the next one. It is Proverbs 21 and 25. And it says, the sluggard's craving will be the death of him, because his hands refuse to work. All day long he craves for more, but the righteous give without sparing. So the sluggard's craving will be the death of him, because you always wanting more. You're never satisfied with what you got, but as you refuse to put the work in to get what you want. That's all you got to do. Just put a little elbow grease in it and to get what you want, right? So, how to overcome being a sluggard? Let's talk about that, because we're trying to get you to your winning season. We're trying to make sure that you excel. No more losses in this season. I'm telling you, no more losses. We're not taking no more losses. That's over. It's done with. And like we read yesterday, we may experience we may see people around us going through stuff, but that don't mean we got to go through it too. Just because they going through a famine or they going through hardship or whatever it is that they going through, you don't have to go through it. All you have to do is what we talked about yesterday, being obedient to God, following his commands, and not being a sluggard, but taking the role of an ant, right? So the first thing that you should do, is time to grow up. We got to grow up, and that's just being 100% honest, right? You have to grow up and take accountability for your life, for where you are right now at this point in your life, and take action on, make a plan and take action on how you can move forward in this season to get you to your end desired goal, right? God is even telling you, even though God says that we don't know when our last day is or what our last breath is, he's telling you right here in the Bible to still make the plan. He telling you to still strategize. He telling you to still store the food up. He even have stories in the Bible of how Joseph stored the food up those 7 good years in order to produce, to feed everybody during those 7 years of famine. So he's telling you, put the plan together, get to work, be serious about it. So we got to grow up. We all adults here, right? We want to be big girls and big guys. We got to put in that work, right? We can't keep talking about how great and wonderful we are if we not really serving the kingdom of God, right? Okay. Number 2, you got to get your proper rest. Proper rest is important. With this technology that we have going on, it's easy to put the phone down as you fall asleep. You sleeping with the phone in your hand, it's done fell on the floor and your hand just open sleeping. You don't even know what's going on. We get up in the morning, as soon as before we even hit the floor to use the bathroom, pick the phone up and we looking in the phone, trying to see what's going on. You got to put that phone down away from you so that your mind can turn off. When you lay down at night, it's best to put the phone on a dresser or somewhere where you just can't reach it in the bed. So 30 minutes before you fall asleep, at least turn your brain off. It wants to rest. It's working in overdrive. You know what I mean? And it wants to take a rest sometime. You overthink all day long. Now you're going to overthink and make it run when you're trying to go to sleep. And that also can determine some of your dreams. You feel what I'm saying? So the best thing to do is get your proper rest. And then you need to know how much rest do you actually need. Some people may need 4 hours. Some people may need 6 hours. Some people may need 8 whole hours to sleep. But the best thing that you need to do is learn your body. When it says govern yourselves and be your body is a temple, how are you going to understand your body if you don't learn it? Right? Okay. The next thing you have to do is have a purpose in mind. So when you go to sleep at night, you should have your purpose in mind about what you're going to do when you wake up. That way you waking up excited. You waking up getting ready to go. You're not sitting there and thinking about everything you got to do for that day. Your purpose is already set in mind the night before, right? We're winning in this season. We're preparing. We are strategizing. That is the only way to win. When we play board games, say we play Monopoly or say we play spades, whatever it is you play, you're going to strategize. Right? You're going to strategize. Well, thank you. You're going to strategize how to get to your next level, how to accomplish your goals. And you're going to break it down so easy to where it's manageable for you to do in 15 minutes or less. That's how small and simple your strategies should be when you write them down, right? So have that purpose in mind the night before. So when you wake up in the morning, you like, okay, I know I got something to do. Let me hurry and get up and get this day started, take care of this, get this out the way, do what I need to do, right? You waking up with that purpose. And if you drink your coffee, now you're drinking your coffee knowing what you're about to do, but you're not sitting there playing and thinking in the morning time. You waking up, and then you might wake up earlier because you excited about getting this stuff done. The next thing you have to do is get disciplined. So in order to get disciplined, you have to have schedules. Having a schedule, if you're not on a schedule, hey, then it's easy to fall to the wayside because you're trying to keep everything in your head. Once again, this is part of the process that makes your mind run in overtime all night long while you're trying to sleep. Everything you keeping on your brain, everything you're not releasing, letting go of, everything from your day is there. That's why people tell you to journal. It is so important for you to get it out of your head and get it down on paper. Give your mind a break. It's just like fasting. When you give your body a fast and you go on a fast, you are giving your organs a break. You are satisfying your organs for a little while because you are I'm moving ahead of myself because see, that was change your eating habits. But we're going to keep working on discipline, right? So journal. That's the second thing you got to do under getting discipline. You got to make sure you journal. Get it out your head. Get it on paper. Whatever it is you felt throughout the day. If somebody made you feel a certain type of way, whatever offense you felt, whatever good part of your day that you had that you want to just release and talk about. If it's a good memory that you want to remember from today of 2024 or what have you and beyond, you could look at the notebook 20 years later. But get it out of your head and get it on paper. And it should be the things that are piercing your mind the most, good, bad, or indifferent. Now, you want to delegate tasks to everybody in your household. It's no reason you should be putting all the weight on yourself. If you have small children, your small children should be on schedules too. Your small children should have age appropriate things that they are doing to help free you up to find more time to be an aunt, to gather for the household. This is a team effort. Everybody gonna eat when you winning. Everybody gonna have fun when you win it, so everybody should be putting that work in. Also, a good thing is if you have a business, if you have children, there are tax laws that can help you with your children. There are things that you can get exempts and stuff. There are things that can help you with your business when you hire your children. You just have to step into it. We all gonna eat. Exactly. Everybody's going to eat from the profit of the labor of the collective in your household. So why not everybody put that work in just as equally so they can appreciate it a little bit better? Think about those children who are born of rich, 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 rich people. I ain't judging nobody, but I just want to tell you something. If you think about the Hiltons, right? Remember Paris Hilton had that TV show. And on the TV show, I mean, she was just like, she's never worked a day in her life. She went on there to try all these different jobs out to see how she would like it. She thought it was going to work out for her and everything, right? And then she realized they was like, well, you got to go to Walmart. And she was like, what's that? And they was like, you don't know what Walmart is? And she was like, a store for walls? That cracked me up because she didn't have a sense of responsibility. All she had was a sense of enjoying the fruits of her parents' labor. So in order for her to learn and appreciate the fruits of her parents' labor, they gave her this TV show to try out different jobs to see that people are really out here putting that work in. Everything ain't coming to everybody easy. So although you might want your kids to appreciate it and you know that you sacrificing for them to be in a better position, you still want to make sure that they understand everything ain't gonna come to you easy. You got to put in work. Yes. He said you would trust in God, but you also teach your kid. Right. Not yet. That's right. Give it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving you great content. Thank you. So, the next thing is you want to change. Oh, no. You want to set rules for yourself and your household. The reason you want to set rules for your household is because you want everybody to understand exactly what it is that you require from them. You have to stand on your word. You have to mean what you say, and you got to stick to it, whether it's a week later, 2 weeks later, or 6 months later. You set those rules, and then you make consequences for those in your household that do not adhere to your rules. Also, what you need to do is make a set of rules for yourself. Hold yourself accountable to accomplish what you're going to accomplish. Then you should have a set of rewards that you will reap if you are remaining consistent with yourself on what you said you was going to do to get to your winning season. And then you should have a list of consequences that you have to give yourself if you do not do what you're supposed to do. This is your winning season. Do you want it or not? How serious are you going to be about it? I remember when my children were in school, and the principal had one of my kids write a letter to himself, and he made him sign it to hold himself accountable to do the best, be the best, all that he can be throughout the school year. And guess what? That actually made a difference. So when you do that for yourself, holding yourself accountable, it will definitely make a difference, because now you're going to be like, I gotta adhere to what I'm doing. It's something about signing them contracts that we gonna stick to it a little bit. So I don't know, sometimes with the cars we don't, but you know, we gonna stick to it for the most part. Now, what we gonna do next? The last thing we got to do is change our eating habits. You got to. When you're serious about the ant and the sluggard situation, when you're serious about the ant and the sluggard situation and you taking yourself to be the ant is light. It's not heavy at all. It's not weighed down. It's only weighed down when it's carrying food back to store it up. It's got something on top of his head when they go marching 2 by 2, right? It's but the heavy food that you are putting in your body is weighing you down. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really weighing down on you. It's taking a toll on you. It's taking a toll on your organs, because the main thing that we do is we go eat foods that we really shouldn't be eating because it's hard to process. So when we eating starch and it's breaking down and it's turning into sugars, and our body's like, what are we supposed to do with this? Now it's sitting and it's storing fat cells all over. It's doing different things that it's not supposed to do. Your body's not regulating correctly because the right foods are not being put into your body. Number two, you also got to think about if you have a lunch break. Just say you got 30 minutes, even if you got an hour, you scarfing your food down. And we've been so conditioned to scarf our food down all our life. Even in school, the kids go to lunch. What they have? 30 minutes to play and 15, 20 minutes to eat. So we've been taught since a child to scarf food down our throat. By the time we scarf that food down and eat it all, now our body is just now sending a signal to the brain to say, I'm stuffed. But you already feeling it in yourself because you got the itis. You already feeling it in yourself because you got the itis. Then you have to talk to God. This is between you and God. But that dead carcass, is it really serving you? The dead carcasses that y'all eating, the animals, the meat products. It reminds me of a bird on the side of the freeway that's eating at a possum because the possum is dead carcass. That's all we doing. The only difference is we putting it to a frying pan and we putting seasoning on it. If we love seasoning that much, then let's just invest in herbs. That eliminates that whole problem. You like the taste of the meat, which is the herbs. It's not so much the meat, it's the herbs you putting on the meat to season it. So the meat is going to weigh you down as well. Then it's going to affect your ability to think properly if you eating specific animals and you taking on their energy. You are immersing their energy into your realm. Okay. So that's what I have for you. Big Mama Soul Food Sunday is cool. It's cool to have Big Mama Soul Food Sunday on a Sunday. But to have it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 days a week, you got to have the bread, the starch, and all of that stuff. Just because somebody tell you something, don't mean you should believe it. And that goes for people in high places, right? We can believe half of the stuff that they tell us, but then yet we don't believe the other half that they tell us. And it's not because they want to give you what they want you to know, pretty much. But it's up to you to take action and do what you're telling, what you're supposed to do. Even in the Bible, we just read that the ant has no ruler. The ant has nobody commanding them to do anything. They get up, they know what's right, and they doing it without no question. God ain't coming down giving them karma or reaping what they sowing because they ain't got up today and did nothing. They was lazy and wanted to sit on the couch. No, the ant ain't doing that. But this is your winning season. So act like you want to win. Act like you want more for yourself. Act like you tired of really being in the situation that you've been in all this time. Act like you really tired of being around the same people that you've been around. Act like you really want to step on your enemy's necks. Act like you really want God to prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. Yes. Hey. You have to act like you want it. You can't sit back and just say, God gonna, vengeance is the Lord. God gonna prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy. And then we sitting back like this. What do you say? Crossing our hands. What they say in that verse? Crossing our hands and holding our hand like this, clapping our hands. How? How are you gonna prove anything to anybody? You can't if you're not winning in your winning season. If it's your season and you know it's your time to make a move and you know you tired of being tired, you tired of struggling. You tired of coming home late nights. Because you getting off work so late. I'm so glad it's getting light outside now. You just don't know. But just coming home and having to deal with the kids and having to do homework. I know y'all glad school about to be out, but now you got to think about the food that they about to be eating all day, tearing your refrigerator up. Food ain't that expensive. Food ain't that cheap no more, is it? Well, it don't matter. We still got to eat. But now you are feeding a child who is in your house, getting 2 extra meals out because school is out. Are you tired of struggling every year? Or are you going to make a Facebook post and say, oh, these kids, I can't wait till they go back to school. They eat me out of house and home. It shouldn't even matter. We shouldn't be passing up 10 gas stations because one down there at the end of the corner is 10 cents cheaper. It's ridiculous. That is a poverty mindset, and it is time for us to get out of that poverty mindset and be able to just go up to the pump the gas without having to worry about what the gas is. Just put it in your tank because you know you need it and you know you're going to fill up, right? But coming out here talking about, oh, this gas so cheap. Oh, this gas is high out here. It's high. It's high. It don't matter. You still need it. Stop complaining and do something about it. Be an ant about it. This your winning season. This the time where you got to prove to you. You ain't proving to nobody no more. Like I said yesterday, we are stepping out of the old paradigm where we are proving to our enemies all of the material things that we have blessed ourselves with, because God ain't blessed us with half the stuff because he said you wasn't ready for it. But you went behind God's back, went and took on the payments and everything else without his acknowledgement. And now you're dealing with the grief, sorrow, and stress because you're trying to make sure you keep up with the payments so you don't look like a fool in front of all of your enemies. We're not living in that paradigm no more. We are proving to ourselves that we can be better for ourselves and for the Lord, that we can actually do what God really wants us to do. We are proving to God how much we really reverence him, how much we really fear him, how much we really love him, that we're willing to get out here in the field on the front line and do his will. We can't even be obedient. Yes. Kingdom businesses are emerging, and the ones that ain't with it, they're going to get left in the dust. And the ones that's with it, they're going to be setting sail. And one thing about it is, when somebody work hard and set sail and you leave them to be by themselves to do all of the work for themselves, you think they're going to come back and help you? I know all of y'all on here that's getting out there, getting ready to set sail and go for your winning season and get everything you set to accomplish. Think about your enemies coming back because they sat on their tail and did nothing, talked about you, tried to tear you down, tried to put bad on your name and everything else, and then come back because they need you. What? Can you help me out a little bit? I see you been over here working and stuff. That's what you was doing when I was talking about you? That's what you was doing when I was tearing your character down? Well, I need a little help. Can you help me? Ooh, yes, yes. You gonna be like, when your enemies came to you right now and said that, what you gonna say? You gonna be like, man, get out of here, right? You left me to die in hell. You left me to be burdened. You can get the hell away from me. That's what you can do. Okay? That's what you could do. Going back to the pits of hell from which you came, because you was deep down in the dungeon while you was putting bad stuff out here against me, on me, hoping I fail, hoping I do this, hoping everything go wrong in my life. Now it's time for you to put your work in for yourself, right? Yes, bless those who bless you. And that's where discernment is going to come in. Because, see, God is working on our discernment and stuff right now. And he's showing like, oh, okay, that... snake. Remember that song? Snake, snake, snake. Oh, okay. He's showing right now the discernment. So he like, no, I want you to help my people. I want you to help the people that really need, that's really crying out to me and really want to do right by me. And they don't know how to change or convert over. And we like, okay, Lord, we on the front line. We helping you with whatever, because we know that the people that God is sending us to, God ain't making no mistakes. He's sending us to people that is ready to just serve him. He ain't sending us the people that's talking about us behind our back and still saying, turn the other cheek. Bless the Lord anyhow. You got to forgive. You got to, yeah, we forgive. You forgive. You can forgive. Just like it said in that, it said in one of the things, how we experience Jesus going through all of these different emotions, and he processed it. He was angry. He was frustrated. He was everything. But guess what? He used that discernment. He wasn't about to let you talk to him any kind of way. He had boundaries. He got away from everybody, and he hung out in that wilderness a whole lot. Thank you so much. So the best thing you could do right now is prove. Let everybody know Let yourself know. Let God know. Lord, I'm believing this is my winning season. I'm believing that you're going to make it happen for me. All I got to do is my part. You going to do your part. And I know you're going to put me in a better place. I know you're going to put me in a better position. I know you got your hand over my life. I know you're not going to let my foot stumble. I'm with you. I'm rolling with you. These people left me on the curb. Embrace your winning season. It's time for y'all to embrace your winning season. I don't think y'all heard me. Embrace it. Because the winning season that you're about to enter, if you do what you're supposed to do and you walking up right in God, guess what? The blessings that he put on your life, you ain't got to work hard for. You ain't got to be stressed about. You ain't got to figure out how you going to rob Peter to pay Paul. Everything is going to come to you so easy because you are blessed, highly favored. God works miracles in your life, but guess what? It is also because you are being faithful, obedient, and you are getting up every day ready to do the will of the Lord. Whew. God got a plan for y'all. All he needs is your yes. All he needs is for you to sit up there and say, I'm ready to do your will today, Lord. What will you have me to do? It's not that hard what he's requiring of you. He might want you to just smile at somebody. He might want you to just say, how you doing to somebody, or let them know everything gonna be okay. I don't know what you're going through, but everything gonna be all right. And you keep on walking. He ain't telling you to be somebody's friend and take them home and all of that stuff and take them in your house. It's so much easier than being around people that do not like you. It is so much easier than trying to appease your enemies. It is so much easier than trying to convince somebody to think of you a certain way when they already perceive you to be another way. God's work is way lighter. He said you are weary and burdened before you get to him. So he's telling you to give your weariness and your burdens over to him, and he gonna make your rest light and easy, right? Ain't no hard work and labor. But it say the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. He didn't say hard labor. He just said labor. It could be easy labor, right? God gonna make you look like cakewalk, whatever it is he got you out here doing. When he put you through that fire and sent you through that wilderness season, didn't he not bring you out without a scratch? You the one just was over there kicking and screaming scared because you ain't know how you was going to get through, where you was going, and what was going to be the outcome. He kept you all the whole way through. Don't you think he going to make you look even better when you get to that winning season place after you put that work in and did your part? Baby, I don't think you realize how good God want to bless you. I don't think you realize you had to pass the test. You here. If you here on this video and you listening to this message, this is your message. This should be a confirmation for what you already been thinking and seeing, and the ideas and stuff and the things that God has been implanting in your spirit. You are already there. You passed the test. You got to go through that wilderness season first and prove yourself. If you made it over that, you passed the test. But guess what? Every new level is going to have new devils. So guess what's going to happen? The only thing that's going to happen now is you being consciously aware of everything it is that you are going through every single day. Every moment you have to be watchful because new devils are going to emerge. But the thing is that God is allowing your life to work out for you, not against you. So in order for your life to work out for you, it looks like a setback, but it's really a set up for God to come in and for a comeback, and a major comeback at that. Yes. You passed that test, but you are going to be presented with more tests. You may be presented with how well you can discipline your time. Whatever it is you're going to be tested with in the next season, guess what? He is going to prepare you. Think about in school, between Monday and Wednesday, you learned how to navigate the work that you were about to get a pre-test on Wednesday. You went over it. It was an overview, right? Thursday, you sat up there and y'all reviewed what you had learned from Monday to Wednesday, right? And then on Thursday, they didn't give you no homework because you knew test day was coming the next day. So they wanted you to get the proper rest. When you got the proper rest on Friday, when you got to school, you took the test. And if you were well rested, you studied your notes and you really applied yourself, you was passing the test. This is the exact same type of school that it is in the school of life, but you just have an invisible teacher called God. You don't have a teacher named Miss So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so. You have an invisible teacher called God. So this is life university, baby. You show up to class every day, take notes, and you're going to pass every single test in your life. I promise you. I promise you. You said get into this moment was hard, but I know with God and Jesus, it would make it easier, but still be hard. It's not hard. You're making it hard because you're resisting. All you got to do is surrender. That's all you got to do. Surrender and be obedient to his word. Say, this is my message. Thanks for keeping us up. You're welcome. Literally my message. Okay. Yes, Lord. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, God want to bless y'all abundantly. What do you mean? You can't sit up there and talk about God is the big God and then you getting these little $40 blessings. You getting a light bill paid. You getting a car note paid here and there. No, God is trying to bless you abundantly, exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or think of. If it's above all you can ask or think of and all you asking for is light bill money, what do you mean, baby? Above all, he's putting these big dreams and desires on the inside of you because he know he can fulfill it and help it come to pass as long as you do your part. That's all you got to do. Your part. So the best thing for y'all to do is take action. This is your winning season. This ain't nobody else's winning season. You surrender to your race. This is your winning season. Nobody else gonna show up and save you but you. That's it. God is waiting for you to save the day, to do your part, right? He's doing his part. He gonna always be God, and God gonna always be guiding. I'm telling you. But God ain't about to make you do anything because he gives us all free will. He gives you the free will to choose to do what you want to do, whether you want to be the ant or the sluggard. It's your choice. Either way, we still got to grow. Or we can devolve, right? I don't want to devolve. I don't know about y'all, but let's evolve. We got to grow, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to this message. Let's all grow and win in this season. This is your season. This is your time. This is your moment. If you don't take action on this, you don't know how long that door going to be open. Sometimes we get a couple chances. Sometimes we only get that one big opportunity to take our next step forward and do what we need to do. But if you don't take action now, you don't know if it's your first time or your last time or the only time you get. So it's best to take action and be obedient, because if God is bringing it to you right now at this point, it is a reason. He knows you can handle it at this point in your life. He would have never brought this to you 10 years ago. When he did bring the idea to you, you weren't ready for it, so you pushed it to the back of your mind. So now he bringing it back to you today because he said, I done developed your character a little bit. That's all God want to do. He wants to develop your character in the process. These tests is just character development so that you can sustain the blessings that he trying to give you. If you got bad character and you operating out of the fruits of the flesh, you would never be able to keep the blessings. What did we read yesterday? We read that the righteous people will be able to stay in the land. The other people, the wicked people, may be able to get to the land, but they ain't going to be able to sustain it. They're not going to be able to keep it. So your character have to be built in order for you to be able to stay in your winning season once you get it. So if I prepare you now before I give you the blessing, you're going to appreciate it so much more. Because if I give you the blessing first and then try to build your character, you're going to run off and be like, "Pooh, God, I don't need you." Because every time it's going good in your life, you forget about God. Every time it's going bad and you start to feel a little rocky and shaky, you be like, "Lord, help me. Where you at? Well, hold on. What's going on? Oh, let me put my seatbelt on. God, help. What? Why are you doing this to me?" No, you did it to yourself. It was a direct reflection of your actions from yesterday. And best believe it was something that you thought you wanted to do anyway. You was enjoying that moment that led up to today. Whatever you did yesterday is the result of where you are today. So you had to enjoy what you were doing yesterday. But do you really enjoy it now that today is bringing the consequences and not the reward? If you don't like it where you are and you don't like the consequences that come with not being obedient to God, then it's time for you to change those actions and start doing something a whole lot better so that you can be on the right side of God. And then understand, change your perspective so that you can understand that God is not working against you. I don't know who keep telling you that. That's your enemies. That's that old programming system that everybody wants you to believe because they against you. God is probably the only one that is not going to ever leave you or forsake you. He got your back. We talked about it yesterday. He said it 3 times in a matter, like 3 to 5 times in a matter of one whole chapter. I'm not going to let your foot stumble. Stick with me, baby. Imagine how many men or women ever told y'all that in your life and then they didn't fall through. They fell to the wayside. They left you desolate, high and dry on the side of the road. They left you. God ain't about to leave you because you the one do the leaving. And every time it go bad, you come right back. You come back like a little sad puppy. "Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. I really want to serve you, Lord. I want to do right by you. Can you help me, Lord? Get me out of this situation. I promise I won't never go back." When it's good, you forget again. So God want to test your loyalty. Make sure you're going to be loyal to him and you ain't going to get these blessings and run off. That's all he's trying to do. God want to make sure you're going to be able to sustain these blessings. When he give you that exceedingly, abundantly, and above all that you can ever ask or think, he want to make sure that you won't look like a fool in front of your enemies. He want to make sure that you looking real good in front of the people that talked about you and said you would never amount to anything. He trying to make you look good. You trying to make yourself look silly. So I think you need to go with God's ways, right? Because his ways is not our ways and his thoughts ain't our thoughts. Just follow him, be obedient, and trust that he got your back. He ain't about to let you slip, baby. Yes, be a keeper. Be a keeper in this season. Be faithful to God. Quit running and leaving God like you could pick him up and put him down whenever you want to. He ain't doing you like that. He right there whenever you need him. He like, "Okay, you want to go do that? Okay, free will, just..." The love. I love you that much that I'm going to give you the free will to keep walking away from me, hurting me, trying to dog me, trying to use me for what all I got for you. And then when you're ready to come back and be for real, all right, I'm ready. This your winning season. Everybody in your household going to eat. So you better get everybody on board in your household. You better have everybody on the same track. Ain't nobody going against you in this household, in your household in this season. And this is what God is saying anyways. He already told us yesterday how he divided the skies, the clouds from the deep waters. That's the darkness being separated from the light. It is a great divide in where we are in the world today. The darkness from the light is about to be a big separation, okay? That's why he's removing you from your enemies, because it is a separation taking place. So when the wrath of God is getting ready to be released, it is not flowing on you. When the blessings of the Lord is coming down and that fresh wind of blessings is coming through for you, your enemies will not partake. Hello. It's go both ways, right? But you just got to trust in God and know that you on the right side of the field, right? You the sheep. What it say? You the sheep on the right side of God and not the goat on the left side, right? That's what you want to be. That's exactly where you want to be. So everybody in your household need to be on board. And God is saying in this season, either you going to be with us or against us. That's how he feel. Either you with me or you against me. Because you can't serve two masters, because you're going to love one and you're going to hate the other. So you are op if you ain't on God's side. So if you on God's side and you really serious and you want to take action and make this your winning season, Get to winning. Wake up every day and win. Small wins is success. 15-minute wins. Doing one thing is a success. Doing 3 things in a day is successful. Breaking it down and trying to create a schedule and get your life on track is success. That is you showing God that you are sincere and serious about doing what you need to do on your part. That's all he want. He want to know, are you loyal? Stop being loyal to people who cannot be loyal to you. The only one we should ever be loyal to is God. And I'm quite sure y'all know about that because y'all not loyal to these stores. Listen, when I was a couponer, you couldn't be loyal to the stores. You had to be loyal to whoever had to sell that week. Because I'm trying to save $1.03, okay? I'm trying to get this detergent for free 99. So I can't go over here to ABC store if XYZ store over here got it for 99 cents and I got $1 off coupon, okay? So I'm going to be loyal to who is being loyal to me right now in this season. That's how it was in the life as a couponer. And that's how it is in the life of you as a child of God. Either you're going to be loyal to who being loyal to you, because the devil ain't being loyal to you. The devil is using you like a puppet on a string to do his will, right? God is using you on his side to do his will. And guess what? The blessings coming all big, shape, size, and colors for you. It's going to come expediently, abundantly. It's going to come like this. Everybody in your household gonna be blessed. Everybody around you gonna be blessed. That's why he got to make sure that you ain't got the wrong ones around you that's gonna help eat it up. The locust gonna eat it up from you, right? He ain't got you making sure you ain't gonna be feeding it to your pearls to the pigs, huh? That's what God trying to make sure of. So get away from them pigs, okay? Stop feeding them. Stop giving them your pearls. Give your pearls to the Lord and let him lead you and guide you on where you should be diligently and discerningly giving out your blessings, right? When he asks you to bless somebody, you have to be obedient because he's not going to tell you to bless the wrong people. That's something the flesh does. The flesh tells you to bless the people who don't deserve it. God, the Holy Spirit, the intuition that you feel, that nudge on the inside that's telling you, go help that person. Go over there. Go pay for their groceries. Go help them do this. Go do that. You got the extra money. You do it with joy. Do it happily. Because God is telling you that, you know, doggone well, you ain't trying to come, you didn't expect to go in the store to pay somebody's groceries. But when God put it on your heart right there in that moment, do it. Because you don't know who you are entertaining. You don't know who is an angel. Just like you don't know who's a demon. So be careful out here and listen to the voice of God. Because he's going to lead you and guide you in all truth and righteousness, right? He not going to let your foot stumble. Don't be scared. Have faith. Take faith. As much as we have put our faith in different people, in relationships, in people, the ones who didn't even create us, people who's going to pass away just like we are and going to return to the dust just like us. If we put our trust in them, how much more trust can you think you can give God? Be serious and intentional about your life. That's all I'm saying. I want y'all to be winning in every season. But this season right here, this is the season for you to put that work in so that you can win. And God can come at any given moment and bless you. That blessing can show up at any given moment in your life. You just want to make sure that your lamp is still lit. You don't want to have to go out there and go get some oil because you weren't ready for the blessing. A lot of people are asking for spouses, and guess what? They won't even create a regimen to be able to run their households. They won't even get a schedule together to start practicing being a wife or a husband. But they come in my live all the time and they always be talking about, I'm looking for my wife. You my wife? Honey, get your life together. Get your life in order. No, I'm not the one for you. I'm sorry. Get somebody else to do it. But the fact that y'all want something so bad, but y'all not willing to put in the work, and it be the very thing you argue about at the end of the relationship. Oh, this person didn't do that. Oh, that person didn't do this. Well, had you mastered it yourself, you're going to do it with or without the person regardless. So shut up and do it. Stop complaining about things you can control. And the ones you can't control, give it to God and let it go. So what? Oh well. Like, don't care about it. Like, I just don't care. I can't control it. What? That's the type of attitude you got to have in this season. And even when the distractions come up, because you know as soon as you start moving and you get some motion going around you, baby, them distractions gonna come so fast. They're gonna come in your life. Hey, what you doing? Hey, baby, I miss you. Hey, baby. What's up with you tonight? You wanna go on a date tonight? Hey, boo. Where you been, big head? Hey, girl. Friend. Where have you been? Nobody knows you. You know the distractions gonna come up when you start getting some emotion about yourself. You better be like, can't talk right now, gotta go. That's what they gonna do. What's up with you tonight, baby? Hey, big head, what you been up to? I've been seeing your pictures on the internet. I saw that that meme you posted. It's so cute. What you doing tonight? Y'all better recognize the distractions in your life as they come. If they ain't been in your life when you was down and out, when you was going through, when you was crying out and calling out to God, baby, they bet not show up when you get some emotion about yourself because you busy now. The wheels is turning. You know where you about to go because God had made some promises to you. And if you dare let your own foot stumble, God will snatch it back away from you. Boop, boop, give it back. A bloop, 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 bloop. You can't have this. Not with that person in your life. You better get it together. Don't let them people distract you. They don't want you to get the blessing because they want you to depend on them, or they don't want you to get the blessing because they don't want you doing better than them. Whatever the case may be, those are the distractions. If something happens that's out of your control and you really know you can't control it, don't stress about it. Keep working. Excuse me. Look, somebody don't want me to get this message out, I guess. I don't know. But keep working. Did you see how the devil try to distract me right now? Or whatever, while I'm trying to give y'all this message. Don't let that distraction keep you. Look, keep working. Keep focusing on the prize. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Keep looking ahead, okay? Don't let nothing stop you in this season. This is your winning season. You earned this. You done been through too many struggles and too many ups and downs to keep going through another failed season. Another season of woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's time to let the woulda, coulda, shoulda walk go. Excuse me. Y'all done got me up. Ooh. I don't know. But listen. No more woulda, coulda, shouldas. We did that. Yes. That's the season we enter in. We did that. We're doing that. We got some motion over here. We're not in our emotions over here. We got the real motion going. You know what I'm saying? That motion where you doing something, you moving. You ain't sitting up there moving your mind, working it in the overtime, talking about why you do this to me. I feel offended by you. I ain't heard from you. You left me over here. I ain't heard from none of y'all. What's going on? Nah, motion sound a whole lot better than emotion. What it say? Catch flights, not feelings, baby. Well, you got to get the motion going to get rid of the emotion. And it's okay to process the emotion, but you better go ahead and get rid of what you don't need and keep the rest for what you're going to need on your journey. But I surely wouldn't be sitting in them emotions talking about, why? That means idle mind is a devil workshop. You got too much time on your hand if you're thinking about what somebody is or ain't doing for your life. They probably taking care of their own business. Huh? When you got motion, then guess what? The whole world gonna slow down and people gonna realize, like, I ain't heard from you. What you been up to? How you doing? Knowing they don't really care. Knowing they really don't care. They be like, how you doing? Good. Oh, okay. So, girl, let me tell you, dude, let me tell you. They want to get straight to what they want to get to. They don't care about how you really doing for real, for real. Right. They don't care. Who cares? So just get the motion. Get the moving. Get some motion about yourself. You got to sit back over there on the bleachers and watch me move, okay? That's like going up to a football player when he on the field and he playing the game and he's sitting up there running back and forth across the field. And somebody trying to get his attention, they got to sit away, far away from them. They can yell out and do what they want from the sideline. Hey, get it. But they can't get on that field. They can't get close to that person. They can't distract them during the game. No, you got to sit on the sideline and be a cheerleader now. You lost your spot. You ain't in the game. If you ain't in the game, continue to sit on the sideline, and then they can watch you win in this season, right? And they can either cheer you on or they can keep talking bad about you. But either way, you're going to play that game and you're going to win in this season. I promise you. Stay focused. Look to the hills from which come your help. Stay focused. Don't get out there in the middle of that water and start looking to the left and to the right and start listening to people around you. If they ain't been around you, get them away now. Bye-bye. Got to go. Okay? That's all it's about at the end of the day. So you make sure you win in this season. Make sure you do what you got to do. Make sure you listen to the voice of the Lord every time God talks to you and tell you what to do. Make sure you are building a relationship with God. He wants to talk to you. Did you talk to him this morning? Did you tell him good morning? Did you say, hey, Lord, how you doing today, Lord? Am I doing the right thing? Am I at the right place in my life? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Just talk to me, Lord. Show me me. Are we really having these type of conversations with God, or are we just saying, praise the Lord, God coming through, help me out, Lord. He's a miracle worker. Stop looking for miracles and start getting blessings and favor. Miracles show up when you least expect it, out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, out of your control. But when you get the blessings and the favor, that's because you're taking the action and doing what you're supposed to do on your part. You want blessings and favor. Miracles is fine, but you want the blessings and the favor over your eye. The little life, I mean, not your eye. You want the blessings and the favor. So, he's going to bless you exceedingly, abundantly, above all you can ask or think, right? But all you got to do is first have the idea in your heart, right? On your mind, in your heart. And then you got to run with it. You got to make that plan. Become the ant. Thank you. I hope you having one too. Become the ant. Don't be a sluggard.
Yeah, what's up, Justin? What's up, Justin? What's up? You want to get on tonight? What's up? Trying to holler at me? You like dudes?
I hope y'all take action, y'all.
What's up? You into dudes? Cause what's up with you, man? I figured you did, cause you spotted me out real quick, man. You might be real nice looking, but you ain't got you got that colorful thing up there. I don't know. I got to see what you look like.
So, I hope y'all really do what y'all got to do. Because I want y'all to win. I want y'all to win so bad. So good.
They call me Big Daddy. You better call me Big Daddy, all right?
Let me quit playing with here, y'all. Let me quit playing. We over here serious, and he got me over here talking like that. What's going on with the world today? You see how the devil don't want you to get it out there? You said game over. Oh, my goodness. See, people be having the wrong conversations. That let you know. If somebody in your life is having the wrong conversations while you trying to talk about what you talking about, then, baby, get away from them. Because y'all ain't speaking the same language. You said you got a good spirit. Oh, thank you. He funny, though. He was on some other stuff. I don't know what he was on. But that's it, y'all. That's it. That's all. He's just an example to show you that distractions are going to come. Stay on the path. Stay the course. Enjoy the ride along, too. Because, see, look, you see how we just made that a laughing experience in that moment? Laugh everything off. Don't be uptight when you go through tests and trials. It's okay. God got you covered. He is going to protect you, right? And then you know if it ain't in your control, what else is it to do but laugh? Just laugh it off like, whoo! God, you funny. You said you work in mysterious ways. Woo-wee! Woo! That's how
you gotta respond. You can't be like, oh my goodness, Lord, I don't know if I should trust you now. I'm in the middle of the water and I don't know if you're there with me. You still hold me on. That's how y'all do it. Just laugh it off. Enjoy the moments, right? Every moment can be made funny. Well, most of them. But you can find the joy in most moments, right? It don't matter. Don't let life grab you by the crotch and make you upset, uptight, or nothing like that, baby. This relationship, not religion. And I don't know about y'all, but every relationship you've been in, and every relationship I experienced since I was born, from my mama, my daddy, whoever, they gonna tell you a joke. They gonna make you smile. They gonna make you laugh. And God is doing the same thing. He gonna give you moments to really just breathe and just realize, like, it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing to worry about. Just laugh. It's like one of them, I don't know. It's like a joke that you may not understand, but I'm working it out for your good. You have nothing to fear, my dear. You said it's hard. It's not hard. Life is what you make it. Life is what you perceive it to be. Either you can perceive it to be a positive or you can perceive every single moment a negative. It's up to you. So if every time something happens to you, you have to consciously stop and be aware and think about it. What can I find positive in this moment? That's all. Can I control it? You got to think about it. Can I truly control this? Because you can mess your hands up trying to grip onto something that you ain't even supposed to be holding on to and controlling from the beginning. So if you know you can't control it, let it go. Let it go. You feel sad, okay? Did you process that feeling? Because there is more to life than that feeling of sadness, right? You got so much more to you. All of this way that you came and you feeling sad, what are you feeling sad about? Because you focused on the bad in your life? Because you focused on the things that ain't going right? Think about all of the things that have gone right in your life. Think about all of the places that you could have been messed up and God came through for you. Think about all of the times when people did you wrong and God had your back. Think about how far you are from where you were yesterday. I know it may be hard. You may be sad and it's a moment of depression, but you got to pull yourself up out of that place, right? Be grateful for waking up. That's right. Be grateful for your eyes. Your eyes, we take that for granted. Imagine living a life of Ray Charles, you know? Right. Exactly. But imagine living a life of Ray Charles or Helen Keller where you have to visualize yourself not being able to see and having to navigate around this world. We already see there's a lot of snakes going on out here in the grass. Now we got to figure out how we can see them too when you can't see. So be grateful that God has given you eyes to see. Not just your vision, but your eyes to see. Oh, you doing it over a long distance relationship? Oh, okay, that's what they doing. They trolls. I hope you're not no troll, sweetheart. Because if you're doing it over a relationship, then everything you looking for in that relationship, that means it's time to give it to yourself. Because you're looking for it within yourself, and you're not protecting that inner spirit, right? You're looking for love in all the wrong places. If you want love, baby, you got to give love. You have to be love. If you got your inner child inside of you, honey, your inner child is screaming, love me, protect me, tell me the truth, be there for me. Your mama ain't do it, your daddy ain't do it. Is you gonna do it or you gonna pass me by the wayside to throw me off on this man? That's what your inner child is saying. Okay, well, you need to go talk to God, and you need to let God know everything that's going on with you, and he will lead you and guide you, right? He gonna lead you and guide you on what to do, and he gonna get you all the way together, girl. He gonna heal you. I'm telling you, he gonna heal you in all them broken areas. All right. I appreciate y'all being here with me with my little goofy self. I appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Good night, honey. But I appreciate y'all. Healing and blessings to you as well.
Thank you so much for being here with me today, y'all. Make this your winning season. Also, listen, if you do not know what to do next, if you have any blockages you feel like in your life and you just don't know how to move forward, you don't know what to do next, you like, I'm stuck and I really want to get to my winning season. I really want to have the opportunity to take advantage of this door while it's open. I don't want to miss another season of my life. I done missed too many seasons, and I'm getting to a place now where I recognize when the season is about to be missed. I'll get to a place now where I say, look, enough is enough, and I want change. God, I want to be loyal to you. I want to make sure that I'm faithful to you as much as I've been faithful to everybody in the world. I forgot to be faithful to you. But Lord, I choose you today, and I trust you today. If this is you today, but you just don't know where to start, you are more than welcome to book a one-on-one strategy session with me, and we're going to help unblock those blockages in your life and get you on your path to your purpose so that you can do the will of the Lord in your life, what God has called you to do, okay? I got your back. I got your back. Yes, it's a positive thinking. Reframe everything in a positive light. It happens for you, not to you. Exactly. It happens for you. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for tuning in today, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next live video that I do. Y'all hear her talking about, hey, Siri? Oh, Lord. She be hey, Siri all day. What time is it? Hey, Siri, what you doing? Hey, Siri, what's the weather? Hey, Siri, hey, Siri, hey, Siri. They be having full conversations in there, so I guess whatever. As long as she have fun, it's all right. But you have a good day, y'all. Until the next video. Let's grow.